Who's willing to do that though? Because like I was talking about yesterday, not too many people are really willing to do that. Take it to the extreme, right? Just for a better way, for a better lifestyle. You got some people willing to make certain sacrifices just so they can live better. But then you have some people who make excuses all the time. Which one are you? I want to sacrifice now. And honestly, if I would have been did this right, if I would have been had this mindset at an earlier age, I would have been further ahead. But then I look at it like this: if I would have did it, would I be able to tell you all these things, right? Would I really be able to tell you all these things? So a person literally has to go through. You got to go through turmoil. You got to go through challenges so you can tell other people what to expect. QJ, welcome to the chat. So just remember that. But if you were to listen to me, I tell people this all the time: sacrifice now, sacrifice time, sacrifice comfort, sacrifice friends, right? Sacrifice fun, you know? Sacrifice that, man, just for a better lifestyle, especially if that's what you want. If you don't want a better lifestyle, you don't want a better life, continue doing what you're doing. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want. But if you want a better lifestyle, if you want results with whatever you're doing in life or whatever your goals and aspirations might be, you're going to have to sacrifice. Barack Obama said that he sacrificed 2 years of his life. He said he was in an apartment. All he had was one fork, one plate. Okay? One fork, one plate, one wash towel, one washcloth, and he had one pair of shoes. For 2 years, he sacrificed fun. He sacrificed all of that. He was heavy in the books, doing his workouts, doing little stuff like that because he wanted more out of his life. You know? Like now he said he think he was a little bit crazy, but it takes that though. It takes that edge. Mr. B said the same thing. Mr. B said he was on YouTube ever since he was 11 years old. Ever since he was 11 years old. Now I don't know if he have 11, when he was 11 years old, but I do see when he was a teenager. But it took him over 10 years. It took him 10 years before he started making money on YouTube. Now, I'm not saying he was making millions, but before he started getting monetized, it took him 10 years. So it takes that sacrifice. It takes you to be obsessed with whatever you're doing. You have to be overly obsessed with what you're doing just so you can get your goals. People going to tell you all the time, it's not about the money. It's not about that. Well, if that's what they believe, it's cool. It's cool, but guys, I'm letting you know, money is a big part of it. And I'm not going to say money makes you happy, but it definitely creates happy moments and happy experiences. All right? So if that's something that you want, especially that's a tool. That's one tool. It's like one tool. It's like one size fit all. That's one tool that never will go old. Money will never go old. So that's something that you need in this world. It's something that you need in this world, and I don't think anybody should take that for granted. Sacrifice though, guys. Sacrifice every single day. Every single day that you wake up in the morning, sacrifice. Sacrifice. All right? Sacrifice that time. You're supposed to be going with your friends to an outing. Sacrifice that little time. Sacrifice a little bit of time on the phone. You don't need to talk on the phone. That's not necessary. Sacrifice that a little bit. You know? Sometimes you need to get real lonely. You need to get real um, reclused. Like, and the reason why I say that is because whenever you by yourself, like things start to happen. Like different things start to happen. Like you start tapping into another part of your mind, another drive in your mind. Like everything is mental. Okay, everything is mental. Um, and it's also not what you know, it's who you know, but it's a lot of what you know as well. But if who you know knows what you're trying to know, that's like a double win, you know? So sometimes you have to literally, you got to leave the face of the earth. Like you have to be so recluse, so recluded to yourself that some people be like, hey, bro, where you been? Hey, sis, where you been? It takes that. But that's sacrifice, though. A lot of people are not willing to sacrifice, all right, because you feel like you got a lot of time. In all actuality, you really don't have a lot of time. You don't have a lot of time. Everybody has a window. And when will your window close? When will your window close? I do these live broadcast talks for a reason because I want to let y'all know it's serious out here. It's very serious out here. Like I started these live talks, I really want to say about maybe 4 months ago. I'm not sure the exact time, but I'm doing this because once my channel starts monetizing and people start seeing my stuff, they're gonna go to my lives. They're gonna check out what I have to say, and these lives are going to go viral. I already know they're gonna go viral. Lucas, welcome to the chat, my boy. So I just want to make sure every day I go live talking about a topic to help people. So we're talking about sacrificing. And when I say sacrifice, I'm not talking about sacrificing a person's life, but I'm talking about sacrificing time, sacrificing energy just for your own well-being, for the benefits, yeah, for the benefits of your goals. All right? And I'm a firm believer in, especially if you're a man, you're not going to enjoy yourself fully until you have your priorities in order. Okay? No problem, Lucas. No no man wants to feel like he's not worth anything. Okay? Now, being a female, I don't know because I'm not one. But every male wants to feel like he's worth something, you know, like that he's needed, that he's loved. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys, right? If you're a male, you got to have your tools. You have to have your tools. All right? How you going to go fishing without a rod, a hook, bait, a boat? How you going to go fishing without all those things, the things that you need, right? And I'm just speaking in metaphors right now. But are you good, bro? Oh, yeah, I'm good, my boy. I'm definitely good. Uh, just think about that, all right? You need these things to be successful in life. And I'm not even going to say you need a whole bunch, but you definitely need a nice amount of materials. And, just to make sure that you attract the right people and attract the right women, okay? So just make sure you always remember that. But going back to the sacrifice, it's going to be cold out here, guys. It's going to get very hard out here. It's going to feel like you're not progressing, but take every little win as a step towards greatness, as a step towards your goal. Take every little small win, okay? And don't take it lightly because me personally, I used to get upset. Like I'm making progress, but I feel like the progress ain't enough. I feel like it should be more, you know? So now I'm grateful for every little bit of progress that I get, whether it be one subscriber, two subscribers, three subscribers. I'm very grateful for the progress that I'm making, and I don't take it lightly. I know the more that I do, the more that I upload, the better I get talking, the better I get with talking and hosting these lives. I know that what I'm doing right now is not going to be in vain. So it's just a lot of sacrifice. And honestly, like I said before, it's mental. Okay? That's a great mindset. That's a great change of mindset. Definitely, QJ. Uh, it's just crazy because at the end of the day, like I get really sad sometimes. I really get sad, and the reason why is because sometimes I feel like I can't do what I want to do. In all actuality, I really cannot do everything that I want to do. Like it's like I get so far up, and then no, I gotta start right back over again, and that be frustrating. Definitely be frustrating. But one thing I can say is that the more I sacrifice, the closer I get. You know, the closer I get, the more I sacrifice, the closer I get. So I'm not upset about the going through the struggle, facing the struggle, but I'm definitely ready to get out of the struggle. You know, and I feel like going through the struggle, being in the struggle, it humbles you, it humbles a person, but it's only so much a person can take, especially a man. Like it's only so much we can take. One thing I told myself, I'm not gonna crash out. I'm not gonna go back to the old me. I'm not gonna do that because I have so many plans ahead. Like, and I know that the more I sacrifice, the more I will be able to do in the future. So I'm never thinking about just instant results anymore. Like I used to always think about instant results. Now I think about results in a longevity manner, you know? I think about that all the time. So now, like, I'm thinking about 10, 15, 20 years from now. And 20 years from now, I'm going to be in my 50s. I'll damn near be 60 years old, you know? So, like, that's a that's a thought that I always think about, you know? I always think about that because when I was younger, I never thought about it. And that's why I tell a person like you don't have a lot of time, man. Your window is definitely it's closing. It's closing. It's like your window is closing so slow, but it's closing. This is the window, and it's closing. It's definitely closing. It's moving, and that's exactly how life moves. And you think that you have enough time, and before you know it, that window, that window is closed, man. And there's nothing you can do. You can't pull down that window. You can't pull down the window, guys. You cannot pull down the window. You have to do everything in your power to make sure you do whatever you got to do before that window closes. When the window closes, guys, you're done. Your life is over with. Your life is over with, guys. All right? And we're just talking in metaphors. I just want y'all to understand, you don't have a lot of time. But you do have time to make sure that you put yourself in a mindset that will keep you flowing, that will keep you working, that will keep you focused. Okay? So just make sure you think about these words that I was talking to you today about, and that's sacrifice. All right? And so sacrifice now. Sacrifice your time. Sacrifice that now because your future awaits you. And your future is not going to wait on you. Your future will be here before you know it. And will you be ready? So just think about that. Guys, it's Philip Randolph. We just finished talking about sacrifice. Until the next time, make sure you like, share, subscribe so you can stay notified. And I'm out.